Morgan. It's Monday. I'm about to go inside of a house I've never been into and watch the college football playoffs, which you are not interested in because you're not a football person. But to quote John Green, quoting somebody else that I don't remember, out of all the unimportant things, football is the most important. Now, granted, that was somebody talking about soccer, football, but I care not. We're gonna go inside, and yes, you can see that I've donned my BYU hat, because we should have made it to the playoffs. I'm only a little sad about that. Only a little bit. Oh. Open it up. Please grab some food. One. I'm opening it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wait. Now you're in the.
I'm. Whoa. Oh, I know.
This is why I say do it.
All right. You open it up. Okay, now that it was open for me, now we have all these pieces.
Pierogies are kind of from the Midwest. They're famous for being in the Midwest.
Okay.
And they're kind of pasta that are folded in half, kind of like a calzone.
Okay.
But in the center is cheese. I forgot that part. Cheese and mashed potatoes.
Cheese and mashed potatoes.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they just kind of crimp the edges. And then you fry it.
That's approved. A lot of people ask me why I like American football. Both people who love the sport and people who just don't get it. And my response to either party is the same. I love football because my dad loves football. Specifically, BYU football, which is also specifically the kind of football that I like. I often joke that my father has three main love languages. Food, he loves to feed me. Good food, pretentious food. Persnickety food, perhaps, but good food nonetheless. He loves to watch dad movies with me, and he has very strong opinions about what movies he does and does not like. And he loves to watch BYU football. Now, I didn't grow up living with my dad, so I didn't grow up being raised with BYU football. In fact, I didn't grow up watching any football of any kind growing up. So when later in life, when I was an adult and I moved in with my father, I made the conscious decision that I would bond with him over BYU football. There's this concept called a third thing, penned by Donald Hall. I learned about it from John Green, as you will be able to tell. I take many things. And this is what I find football. Writing about it, he says, "What we did, love. We did not spend our days gazing into each other's eyes. We did that gazing when we made love or when one of us was in trouble. But most of the time our gazes met and entwined as they looked at a third thing. Third things are essentials to marriages, objects or practices or habits or arts or institutions or games or human beings that provide a site of joint rapture or contentment. Each member of the couple is separate. The two come together in double attention. Love making is not a third thing, but a two-in-one. John Keats can be a third thing, or the Boston Symphony Orchestra, or Dutch interiors, or Monopoly. In this case, football for me is this third thing that I share with my father. I don't love my father by gazing into his eyes or saying how much I love him, although on occasion I do share those tender moments. Most of the time when I love my father, I am gazing at something with him and enjoying the practice with him. And so when I went to go watch football with these strangers that I didn't know, we were all sharing love together. It was a love that was new, maybe fragile, but it was a love that we were able to engage in because we weren't staring at each other awkwardly, not knowing how to converse. Instead, we had this third thing that we were all engaging in, and we were exclaiming about. There was a great love for the sport of football, great love for awesome plays, sadness when plays fell through. But at the heart of it all was this sense of community. that we wouldn't have gotten had we just done something else that we couldn't bond over. I love football, not because I have to love football. I love football because I want to love football, because I want to engage in third things that bring me to come to meet new and interesting people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. Because I don't know if I would have bonded with the people that I did in this party had I not bonded over this third thing. Third things for me are BYU football with my dad. They're the Mountain Goats with my friend Morgan. Third things are TV shows that I love. Third things are YouTube videos that I find cool and interesting that I want to share. So maybe football isn't your third thing. That's fine. I'm content with it being mine. Sometimes football can be a good third thing. Sometimes it lets me down. But I found that having the curiosity to be open to finding new third things has opened up a lot of opportunities to meet new and interesting people that I wouldn't have otherwise met. So keep finding third things and keep on finding new ways to share love with others, not by looking directly at them, but looking with them at something that is worth caring about. Thanks so much for having me.
Morgan, we'll see you on Tuesday.